When we're dividing by multiples of 10, we could kind of skip count by those multiples or think of related facts, but it's a little hard to skip count by 17. So I'm going to look at 17 as the estimated number of 20. I know that 17 is close to 20, so that's going to help me narrow down my answer for my quotient. If I look at my first step, it is to see how many groups of 17 I could get out of 5. Well, I can't take any groups of 17 out of 5, so I'm going to move the 5 over to the next box. Now my question is, how many groups of 17 can I take out of 58? Again, I'm going to think of 17 as being close to 20. I'm going to use that fact to help me get close to 58. So 3 groups of 20 would be 60, and 58 is pretty close to 60. So that might be a place for me to start. I'm going to use the workspace off to the right to figure out what 17 times 3 is. So again, using 20 is just a starting point. I still have to do the multiplication to find the exact answer. So 17 times 3. 3 times 7 is 21. 3 times 1 is 3, plus 2 is 51. And 51 is pretty close to 58. I know I couldn't get another group of 17 out of that. So I'm going to stick with 51. So that's 3 groups of 17. And I will subtract the 51. 8 minus 1 is 7. And I'll bring that leftover or remainder into the next box. Now I need to figure out how many groups of 17 I can get out of 70. Again, if I think of 17 being close to 20, I can think 20, 40, 60, 80. 80 would be 4 groups. That seems a little high. But then if I go back to the last problem I did, that was 3 groups. And 51 seems a little far away from 70. So I'm going to try 4 groups to figure out the exact answer here. 4 times 7 is 28. Carry my 2. 4 times 1 is 4, plus 2 is 6. So 68 will work since it's less than 70. So again, we just use that fact of 20 to get us close to the right answer. So I'm going to do 70 minus 68. Because these two numbers are fairly close together, it's easier to add up in my head to figure out the difference between 70 and 68. So I don't have to cross off and regroup and all of that standard subtraction algorithm. The more we can do the subtraction in our head, the faster the problem can be done. 68 is only 2 away from 70, so I know that the difference between 70 and 68 is 2. And that was 4 groups. Always want to check to make sure I have a number above each box and that my remainder is off to the side. That helps me know that I didn't forget to put an answer in my quotient. And we have a remainder of 2. So 580 divided by 17 is 34. Remainder